What's up, beautiful people? This is Terrell from Goinglobal. Did you miss me? I missed you. I did. No, really, I did. Seriously, I missed you. Today, we're going to get right into it. I want to talk about the truth about traveling abroad. So you hear your friends promoting living overseas, that you need to go overseas and make that money. You see on blogs and vlogs promoting traveling and living abroad. This isn't that conversation. Disclaimer, I love traveling and living abroad. That's pretty much my whole thing. Like, I promote traveling abroad, being an ambassador for traveling, and I speak to different groups, schools about traveling abroad, living abroad. But with this, I want to give you the whole totality of living abroad, the pros and the cons. So let's jump right into it. So one, living abroad can be very expensive. I know for me, I went overseas when I went to Korea, and I had to pay for my airfare, like utilities at first, my phone. I had to buy a SIM card. I had to pay for traveling and different things, and I was going to get reimbursed back. But at first, I had to save over $2,000 just to get over there and get accustomed and settled. I know for other people, I had a friend, she went to Dubai and taught with Teachaway, and she didn't get paid until maybe the first month or the second month after she arrived there. And that meant she had to buy groceries for a whole month. She had to pay for housing, pay for different things for the whole month. She got reimbursed. I don't know if everybody got reimbursed, but they got compensated for their fees, but they had to save for that cushion. So living abroad can get pretty expensive, especially if you're going over there for work and you're going through a company that's going to reimburse you back, or just going through a program that you need to fund your getting over there first. Two, homesickness. It happens to all of us. When you go somewhere for a long period of time, you start missing home. I've never met anyone that said that they did not get homesick. I mean, it varies on the individual and the location. I know when I went overseas to Korea, I got homesick maybe the third month. I got there September. By December time, when I started seeing online my friends and family celebrating Christmas and everybody joining, coming together, I didn't have that. So I did get a little homesick. But it comes to everybody. You can't really avoid it. Sometimes it happens as soon as you get over there. Sometimes it's right before you leave. I have friends that the month before they were about to leave to go back home, they got homesick, and they wanted to just end the program or just go home then. If you can just push through that homesickness, you'll be fine. I tell a lot of people when I talk to schools about studying abroad, you get homesick and you're just going to have to learn how to cope through that. Life goes on without you. You have to understand that you're not the center of anybody's world but yourself, your family, your mother and father, not even like cousins and, brothers, sisters, because they have their own thing going on, and your kids and your spouse. But other than that, I mean, people get married, people have functions, they graduate, they have kids, life goes on, and you have to be okay with that and swallow that. With traveling, it can be addictive. I studied abroad in undergrad school 3 times. And after that, I just kept going and kept going. And it's kind of like, man, it's kind of like that high you got for the first time. And you're like just so high, and you always just try to get. I mean, I've never been high before. I don't even know what that, I don't know nothing about, I don't even know what, that was a bad example. It's like when you try your favorite food for the first time, and after that, all the other foods are like obsolete. Like, you just have a craving for that food, and every time you go without it, you just think like, yo, this pizza or this type of cake, I need it. I need it. Traveling can be just like that. It can be very addictive. But what comes with that can be like this annoying individual for when you come back and you're like, I mean, it's good to talk about your experience. Talk about it. Get it out. Like, people would love to hear about your experience, but know there's a time and place for everything. You don't want to be that individual talking to your friends and they're over there showing you their new house or their family, and you just some way revert the conversation back to, oh yeah, this house is beautiful, but it doesn't look anything like the houses in Italy. The houses in Italy is gorgeous. It's like, yo, dude, like, really? Just because you've never traveled doesn't make you a better or worse person than anybody else. I've met people that's been around this world 2 or 3 times, been to almost every country you can think of, but I mean, that doesn't make them more globally aware than the individual that's never been on a plane. I mean, I've met people that never thought about traveling. Their mindset is so open and more open than the individual that's been around the world and just trying to like one up somebody, talking about their beautiful experience and all the things that they've done and how cultured they are. I mean, that doesn't make you an open-minded person. It just tells me that you love traveling. 5, traveling is not always lit. I know you see your friends on the ground stunting, just, having a blast. Every time you talk to them, they're like in a new place, and that's good. I do that too sometimes, but understand, there's a little bit behind that. Now, not saying this is everybody. I'm sure it's people out there that's got money to go everywhere and do everything. But your favorite vlogger, your friend, even me, you might be living overseas and like stunting for one day. But out of that month, 20 something of those days, you're going to be just like the average person, just like anybody else with a 9 to 5, especially if you're working. Like, just saying, yo, I'm bored, I don't like my job, trying to make money for your next trip, or just at home chilling. It's not always just riding on a beach, going to some exotic place, eating some exotic food. Sometimes it's like, yo, my life is no different than your life. Also, you might go somewhere where you encounter racist people. You might go somewhere where you hate the food. But let me put it to you this way. Back at your hometown, UK or Canada, US, wherever you're from, you got some racist people back at home too. I'm sure there's some food that you don't like as well. So you have to understand every country has its pros and cons. What makes for the best traveler is an individual that's open-minded and realize, okay, just because these people are acting like this doesn't mean that the whole culture is like this. Or just because I don't really like the food, I can still try it. Let's see if it can grow on me. Or I might not like the food, but I'm gonna try some other food. Or I'm gonna still enjoy the experience. That makes for a great traveler. So if you can't get with that, then you might not need to travel. So to sum it up, living abroad is not for everybody. I made this video just to show you some of the cons about living abroad. And if you realize, yo, I'm okay with some of the cons, or I'm okay with those things, then living abroad is for you. Yes, I wish that everybody could experience another culture and travel, but you don't have to travel to experience another culture. You can go outside in your neighborhood, or you can go to another state and experience another culture. You can meet a person from another background or ethnicity than you, and you can still become globally aware, especially in America and the UK and even Canada. Like, it's so diverse that you can meet people from other cultures without traveling. That's what the essence of going global is. So that's it. That's pretty much all I have. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. If you did not like this video, why are you still here? I'm going to be hitting you guys with some more videos about my Korean experience. I know it's been over a year, but so what? I want to talk about it. Also, I'm going to be trying different foods from different countries. I'm going to do some more global news. So it's going to be interesting. Towards the 3rd quarter of this year, I'm going to be doing some more traveling, and stay tuned. That's pretty much it. That's all I have. Going global. Yo, if you like the video, like it, subscribe, and comment below. And remember, going global isn't just about traveling. It's about being open to different ideas, cultures, and lifestyles.